Hello, good evening, everyone, and welcome to Peace Break here on Peace Point Meditation, YouTube and Facebook, streaming live from the Demakai International Meditation Center in Azusa, California. I just now turned my camera on, so I just saw my camera angle. I think I'll just keep it like this. It's kind of hard. I am on an iPad today, so it is a little off with the angle. Okay. Anyways, I hope that everyone had a good week today, or this week, sorry. Today is Friday. Once again, it is the 17th of July. We are halfway through the month already, and that means we're halfway through the first month of the second half of 2020, if that made any sense. um, yeah, we've been here every evening, Friday through Wednesdays from 7 p.m. to 8 p.m. to kind of give viewers, here on Peace Point, a chance to meditate with us and also to listen to the great Dhamma sermons or Dhamma wisdom talks from the teaching monk from the Dhammakai International Meditation Center, who are part of the Peace Point team. So it's always great to have you here with us to join in on the Peace Break and also the Peace Time programs. The Peace Time are held on Thursday evenings from 5 p.m. to 6 p.m. and also Sunday mornings from 9:30 a.m. to 11 a.m. So last night we had the Peace Time here on Peace Point Meditation. It was with Venerable Nicholas Tanisaro. He talked about the Eightfolded Path. So for those of you who did not tune in last night, let me just give you a quick recap of the Eightfold Path and the 8 different factors that we need to develop in order to get through the 8 different paths. So the first one is as Venerable Nicholas said, the first one is we must have the right view. And once we have the right view of something, then that means we will have the right intention. From the right intention, we will then develop the right speech. From, of course, speech always leads to action. So once we're able to have the right speech, that means we can perform that speech and make it and turn it into action. And right after action, we have the right livelihood. And this is actually the stage where the mind is free from distraction. So once you're able to, get to this factor, then that means you're able to go, then the next factor is right effort. After right effort is right mindfulness. And I think this is one of the main factors because right mindfulness, I think it means like you're able to bring your mind back to the center of the body. And almost every time I host the Peace Break program, I always talk about bringing your mind back home and how important it is to find some time to bring your mind back home. No matter how busy your day gets, no matter what you're doing throughout the day, kind of try to find at least a minute of every hour to bring your mind back home, right? And I could compare that to just living life every day. No matter what we're doing, eventually at the end of the day, we want to, come home to a nice bed where we're comfortable, where we're able to relax, where we're able to feel at peace and kind of forget about everything that happened during that day. So this is one of the factors, the 7th factor of, that is part of the Eightfold Path. And after you're able to find that right mindfulness, you're able to have the right concentration. And that is the last factor or last stage. And then from there, you kind of go in a little circle and you repeat all those steps over again until you're able to attain that, stillness of the mind. So that's why Venerable Nicholas was talking about that last night, because we have to be able to have, the right everything pretty much in order to get to the right concentration, in order for us to eventually attain the stillness of the mind. I know there was a lot of detail that Venerable Nicholas talked about last night. So of course, the Peace Time that was aired last night is on the YouTube and on the Facebook on Peace Point Meditation. So for those of you who want to learn more or want to listen to what Venerable Nicholas had to say and also the details of it, you go ahead and listen to the replay of that as well. I won't go into too much detail about that, but yeah, that is what was talked about last night during the Peace time here on Peace Point Meditation. So tonight, Venerable Sophon will be the monk who will guide the meditation, also give the wisdom talk. Um, he I'm actually not sure what the topic is for tonight, but I'm sure that it is one that he will be interesting, of course, like always, and that it will be beneficial to many of us, whether it is our first time meditating or, someone who has been practicing meditation continuously. Um, so without further ado, I'm going to go ahead and introduce Venerable Sopon. He's been ordained as a Buddhist monk for 6 years. Before that, he graduated in civil engineering from Chiang Mai University in Thailand. He is a current resident monk at the Dhammakai International Meditation Center in Azusa, California, and also a teaching monk here for Peace Point Meditation. And his motto is, once the mind is clear, the problems are clear. So welcome, Venerable Sopon.
Hello, Amy.
Hello, good evening.
Good evening. How are you doing?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm great. I'm great. So nice to see you again. I should podcast the live earlier than this because there's some little technical problem with the camera. So I thought the Zoom is something like was hacked by someone, but it's okay now. Yeah. So this is technology. Sometimes need to be careful and be aware of what's going to be happen. And yeah, now it's fixed. So now I think we good to go. Yeah, and thank you, Amy, for being a host today. And yeah, I appreciate that what you summarized what Venerable Nicholas talked and taught us yesterday. So it's really deep, deep teaching about how we integrate the Eightfold Path that apply from the Buddhist studies, Buddhist knowledge to meditation. So actually, this is what we regularly practice, and it just to understand further that meditation is a practice that cultivate peace and also the finding the purity in mind by doing nothing. Okay, doing nothing. So doing nothing doesn't mean that we just let the mind travel and whatever the mind goes. So we still have some fundamental, some technique to keep the mind don't do nothing. With the 4C that I regularly let everyone to understand, like start with the comfort. Comfort is the first thing that we should to stay habit with the mind. Okay, the mind is like a baby, right? Like a baby and like a wild animal. So like a baby is like when the baby is crying. Okay, the baby is crying. So there's only one way we can calm the baby down and let the baby stop crying. Just only the soft way and gentle way, such as the music or sing a song for a kid, for the baby, or just give the baby milk or some snacks or some snacks. Obviously, to be milk, right? And cuddle, okay, example. Okay, let them calm naturally. This is the way that we should use to calm the baby down from crying. And also the wild animal, like a horse, that basically people, when they want to train the wild horse, they just have one rope that tie the horse with the pole and then let the horse run around, because the horse not gonna follow us, right? Follow the trainer. They just run around with the effort. They force run around, but they cannot go anywhere, right? Because the rope is put it back to the pole. So that's a technique to let the wild horse run around until the horse is become tired and will stop running and calm. And at that point, the trainer can start the next level of training, like to pat it, something like that, or to go closer to them, to the white horse, and let it learn how to follow the orders, thing like that. So this is what I would like you to see how the mind works. So with gentle way with the mind, it's like the mind never need to force it to still. Okay, we don't want the mind to travel. We don't want the mind to work, to think. So we need to have something to stay the mind with ourselves, with awareness. So awareness is a feeling at the present moment. While you watching, while you listening to me, we tend to stay awareness with my teaching, like our ears, right? We listening, your eyes watching screen, right? This is we already stay awareness or out of mind with one thing that we interested, right? So choose something that the mind is comfortable with, like something natural, like a nature behind me, or anywhere that we used to go and we love to see, like imagine it. Or if you have a chance, sometimes you may uh, find a place that you visit and absorb that feeling with you. And before we meditate, we imagine that place like a forest, like a very serene, like a by the beach. You can hear the waves, you can see the birds flying, and the freshness of the air, the breeze, something like that. So that helps the mind to be comfortable and relaxed automatically. Because one thing that the mind like is nature. Okay, so we as a human being, we part of the nature, right? we are part of we are part of the nature. So mind and body, the nature, all in the nature. So when everything have the same uh, original state, like nothing to contaminate it with the mind, with the nature, it become compatible. That's why sometimes when we stay in the natural places with no touch of the material things, so we feel peaceful, right? We feel peaceful, we feel comfortable, we feel relaxed and free. So it's a sense of liberation, and we don't want anything to disturb our mind because the mind is peaceful and joyful with the nature automatically. So this also my technique as well. That sometimes that I recommend any one of you that we stay with the material world too much. We stay in a house. Sometimes we spend time with the technology too long, like a social medias, the something like news, that entertainment, some example, or all kind of stuff that stirred up our mind to cannot to be rest easily. So, but we tend to be go on, become the loop of the crowded mind. So we don't really feel like it's disturbed mind because uh, we change the channel, we change the way we watch TV, we change the activity to let the mind to find the next feeling of happiness. That's what we call happiness. Like we get boring about watching TV, then we turn off TV and we go look at the cell phone and check email and watch YouTube. And then we become boring again. The channel, YouTube channel is not interested, not interesting. So we turn the channel to Facebook. So this doesn't mean that we gain the happiness all the time. It's kind of we let the mind to work and lose the energy with thinking. I'm sure that every time we watch TV, every time we spend time with social medias like YouTube, Facebook, or any kind of internet resources. So it's become the feeling, come behind that, right? Sometimes it's funny, right? Sometimes it's beautiful things. We feel happy, we feel enjoyment and joyful. Sometimes we have sad feeling, we have upset, angry with comments, with someone that we don't like it in the channel, right? So we just free the mind with to do that things, and eventually we get tired within, so become headache sometimes, headache and doesn't want to do anything, and then we want to sleep. Okay, but when we sleep, we also collect the stories, mostly negative things, crowded things, mix up everything in there in the mind during we sleeping, and then we not really take a rest. It's just only the body, but the mind doesn't rest as we wish, right? It's become nightmare. We cannot sleep well, not sleep, don't sleep tight, because the mind is still working at night time. So the best way to take a rest, we need to clear up the story from the mind, the trash from the mind as much as we can before we going to sleep. Okay, before we going to sleep, it means that we want to the mind to rest completely 100%, 100%. So with meditation that we practice regularly, we reduce all kind of trash in the mind, the negative feelings, the negative thoughts that may remain in the mind. Empty that trash bin in your mind. And then every night we will sleep with peace. We sleep with purity. We sleep with the clear mind. So when we sleep with little thoughts or little clear mind, on that night, we will have less dream, and sometimes we don't dream any at all. Okay, so even we have some kind of dream, but become the positive dream that let us joyful, let us energize in the dream. Something good coming in the dream, something like that. So this is the nature of the mind and the result of meditation practice. So when we practice regularly, the mind has been trained daily, regularly. So it's difficult for the mind to cling on the negative energy and negative feelings that we receive from the outside world, from the resources, from the material world that we cope with, that we relate to it. So this is what I would like you to realize, that meditation is essential. It's essential. It works to clear the mind from our thoughts, and that will cultivate peace and the wisdom inside, as we have learned from other teacher monks like Venerable Nicholas, the Eightfold Path, the path to the true happiness. We need to realize that to start with the right thought, right? The right thought, that to choose which one, which activity we should consider to think about it, right? So if we choose to be positive thing, do something like in productive way and useful and necessary for to survive ourselves, to let our body healthy, our mind healthy. So it becomes deeper in meditation, and we can gain and obtain deeper right uh, right thoughts in there, and become expand the next level of Eightfold Path. Okay, right action, for example, because from the thinking, from thoughts, it will affect or impacts our action. Okay, if we have the right thought, so become the right action afterward, and then become deeper right effort. See, so this is important when we start to think with the mindfulness. and awareness with the present moment will guide us to choose what is right, what is wrong, what should do, should not do. Okay, awareness is come from basically we start from the calm mind, the calm mind. Okay, like when we calm, when we are calm, so obviously, clearly that the awareness will come back to the present moment, right? Just like now, when we are calm, so the mind will stay still at the initial calm and let the mind to think about what we're gonna do, what we're gonna speak, what we are going to act in different situations, brothers. Okay. So today I would like everyone to continue our consistency in meditation, and I thank you all of you who joining the program right now, either from YouTube channel, from Peaceful Meditation, from Facebook. Now we have many of you, some of you here. Lisa, DM, thank you for joining. Welcome you to the program. We have Panjavi, Dr. Panjavi, thank you for joining. Welcome you to program. Sue Barihan, thank you for joining. Welcome. And many of you that will coming later. Okay, so as I used to tell you that I am like the person who guide you, navigator for you. So you are the driver to bring your mind to be stand still, to find your own peace. And we practice together. I also practitioners as well. So I can be both is the instructor and student at the same time. So I could still learn how to be still and use my experience to share with you and guide you. And different technique can be fit with different style of you. Okay, so choose the right technique for you when you practice meditation. You don't need to close your eyes right away when I say please close your eyes. You may take a look the environment, the outside window for a while to keep your mind calm a little bit. You may do some stretching, light stretching, or massage your body a little bit before you meditate, okay, at this moment. And some of you get ready, so we just continue. And I will be with you all the period. And we talk about that later, what happening with our mind, how our mind becomes clear, and what technique we use, what is there any obstacles or hindrances during the practice, how we cope with it, how we solve that problem with ourselves, with our technique. So in general, the technique that to keep the mind calm during the practice, especially for newcomer, the three techniques. The first one is think nothing, think nothing. Okay. Number two, think nothing is good for someone who doesn't want to think too much. You have a lot of had a hard time to visualize something, to see something with eye closed. Okay, you can clear your mind because you feel like, oh, a lot of thoughts. I don't want to think anything else. I just want to be calm. I want to be quiet. So do this technique. Number two technique is visualization. Pick any object that you imagine in your mind, something simple and natural, like the full moon, the sun, the moon, the sun, the star, or the fruit, the flower that you like the most. Okay, pick one object and keep your mind with it inside your mind as long as you can. Okay, and the third technique is mantra. The mantra is the word that we repeat in the mind silently, okay, not out loud. So choose the right word that you feel comfortable. If you don't know which word, I recommend you to use the Samma Arahang. It's a Pali language, it's ancient language in the Indian tongue. It means the righteous way to purity. Samma Arahang. So when we repeat the mantra, feel the sound of mantra is soft and gentle coming from just your mind. Or the place that you feel comfortable within yourself. And wherever you feel comfortable, even though we know that the center of the body at the middle of the stomach is the balance position of the mind body. But if the mind is not comfortable, it's not get ready to stay there at the beginning, so don't force the mind to stay there. Just be at any place, any location you feel comfortable. Sound good? Sound good for you? Okay, so now I think we should start now. Okay, now find your own comfortable position. Okay, check your posture to make sure this posture is relaxed and comfortable for you. Find the best posture, sitting posture for you to feel most comfortable at this moment. Now, if you get ready, very softly, very gently, slowly close our eyes. Close our eyes softly and gently, as if we are going to fall asleep. Allow the eyelids touch one another softly. And then we are going to relax the whole body. We start the relaxation on our head. Loosen the muscle of our head down to our forehead, our face, our chin and our jaw. Relax the muscle of our neck down to shoulders, down to our back, our chest. Let it loosen from our stress and tension. Adjust our back very well and properly to maintain the balance of sitting posture. Square our shoulders to allow the blood circulation flow freely and to maintain the balance of sitting. We loosen the muscle of our arms down to our hands, our fingers. Relax. Relax the muscle of our abdomen down to our hips, our bottom, our legs, all the way down to the toes. Relax. Feel the relaxation streaming throughout the body until we feel entire body is completely relaxed. There is no sign of tension. Let us feel so relaxed, so peaceful with this posture. Feel like our physical body is so light and transparent, as if the whole body is like a bubble. It's clear and thin. Our whole body, our whole structure becomes hollow inside. No organs, no bones, no tissues. We feel like an entire body is empty space inside. Let us feel so relaxed, so free and refreshed that we are sitting alone in the vast open space, like in the nature that's surrounded with the forest, the mountains, the sky, the sound of nature. Let us feel so refreshed, so comfortable and relaxed. The feeling of peace and happiness will arise little by little once we stay calm and relaxed. Once we feel comfortable, further, the thoughts become less and less. Our feeling of peace and happiness will grow naturally from inside. We stay our awareness with the relaxation, with the whole body is become loosened from all stress and tension. Maintain the awareness with this moment, here and now, where we're sitting to find the true peace within, to allow the mind to rest and relax. We just simply maintain the mind calm with no worries, no responsibilities in mind, no concern about anything in life. Put everything down, set everything aside, let the mind free. Sooner we will feel spacious and wide open with the expansion of our physical body, the feeling of physical senses. It becomes one with the nature. It becomes oneness with the inner space that full of relaxation, peace, and joy. We enjoy this moment of peace, the moment of relaxation at here and now, where the mind is still and calm. That's all about how to train the mind to be still. It's all about meditation practice. It's a practice of stillness, the stillness of the mind that's comfortable with this moment continuously, consistently. Is non-stop feeling of peace, stay, peace, and joy at the present moment, continuously as long as we can. Even though there are many running thoughts may come inside the mind, it may distract the mind sometimes. We just don't pay attention to them. We just be still, treat the running thoughts like unwelcome guests who coming visit our house. Once we don't pay attention to them, the unwelcome guests will go away by themselves. We just keep calm. Know the running thought is there. Knowing the running thoughts It's like there, and we don't engage and expand the thoughts. Just stay calm with a peaceful feeling at the point where we feel comfortable, at the feeling of peace, at the feeling of nature that we imagine in mind, or maintain our awareness with the bright shining object like crystal ball, the shining clear, free from all contamination, like a full moon, shining, soothing, staying at the center, or the bright shining star, or the midday sun. Whatever object let us feel comfortable and relaxed. Stay with that object consciously, at ease, as simple, as much as we can. As long as we feel comfortable and relaxed, as long as we enjoy the visualization, we just keep continue with peace and happiness. Some of us may don't get used to visualization. You just maintain the mind with the warning, with the mantra or the sound that we create in the mind. Soft and gentle sound of mantra. Stay with the mantra consciously. Samarahang, Samarahang, Samarahang. Feel the mantra coming from the center space, coming from the point we feel comfortable. Repeat the mantra over and over consciously, not too fast, not too slow. In the same way we hear our favorite song, our favorite music from the center of the body or from inside the body. Enjoy listening, hearing the mantra until the mind becomes calm, free from all thoughts, soft and gentle naturally, or until we don't want to repeat the mantra anymore. At that moment, we may continue to maintain calm at the center space with the oneness inside, with the inner world that full of peace and happiness, wide open, no boundary, is emptiness that full of purity, calm and relaxation. Keep the mind stay still. Bring the mind back time to time with visualization, with the mantra or the breathing. Breathing in and out. Also maintain the mind at the present moment. Pray with our mind like this, with no expectation. At the same way, we play games and enjoy watching the scenery Enjoy watching the nature with no expectation. Enjoy the feeling of peace with a stillness inside, moment by moment. Now we may continue our own practice in silence. We maintain the mind softly and gently at the center space, at the point you feel comfortable. Relax yourself, no engagements with all kind of experience. Just let it be. No pay attention to any kind of running thoughts that may arise. Be idle with every experience. As long as we feel comfortable and relaxed, as long as it's easy, just continue with peace. Once the mind becomes a standstill further, the mind will automatically proceed to its home or the center of the body. It will travel to the balanced position by itself. The center of the body will magnetize the mind to its home. Once the mind is free from all burdens, once the mind becoming clear, calm, and still further, let us feel deep inside the peace, more relaxed, more peaceful, energized, that we feel we are the center of peace energy that keep arising from the center of the body, connecting with the mind, purify the mind, becoming bright and clear, where we become more experiences arising. As long as we don't pay attention, don't engage, just observe what's going on, just observe what's happening. Be as observer, not director, observing the transformation of the mind that's becoming clear and bright, becoming free from all thoughts, staying with the empty space inside with peace and joy continuously as long as we can. Now the peace energy keep arising and expanding by its own. We just simply maintain the mind calm, be with peace, let the mind to stay with peace and happiness. Furthermore, let us so energize, be with it longer. We let it radiate and expand by itself. We let peace energy to expand by itself. Let it cover our whole body. Let it cover our whole house, the whole building. Keep expanding further and wider, encompassing the whole city and state, further expanding, encircling the whole world. We are the center of peace and happiness, the center of peace energy from the center space, the becoming love and kindness that we can share with all living beings around the world and universe. And we make a wish to allow peace energy to be shared with all living beings, to be in peace, to be happy, to be free from suffering and danger, be well, free from all ill will, free from sadness, from difficulties in lives. May all people be safe from COVID-19. For those who pass away, may they rest in peace. May they find their way to the bright, shining, and happy place. We are the center of peace energy. Let's share love and kindness with our beloved ones who is living or passed on. May they be happy. May they be peaceful, be successful in their lives. May they be fulfilled with prosperity, wisdom, and well-being. If our beloved ones pass away, may our beloved ones rest in peace and be happy at all times. At this moment, we are going to make a wish for our own self. Allow peace energy to fulfill our good wishes become true easily. Now, we may continue to make a wish for a while. We maintain the mind peaceful, joyful, soft and gentle at the center space. At the end of session, we are going to reconnect the mind with surroundings to expand peace and happiness to surrounding, to expand awareness from within through physical senses, that we can move our posture, we can hear the sound of environment, we can feel the warm air around us. Now, very softly, very gently, whenever we are ready, slowly open our eyes. Okay, thank you everyone for joining program. I hope you have a great experience within your mind. How do you feel now? Can you find your own peace? Can you find your own center? Is there any experience you want to share? Please let me know. Please let our meditation community know. so that it can be another energy, can be another technique that can be used by other people as well. I would like to end the session with the thing that I would like to talk about, the inner experience. Sometimes we have or don't have the experience, just nothing, just maybe someone may feel like you didn't say anything, you just calm, you just happy, that's it. So that's already great for your inner experience, because our purpose of meditation practice is to stop the mind from thinking, to stop the mind to stay outside. This is the main objective, the main goal to practice meditation. So whatever happening during the mental stillness is our reward, our experience. That is like our reward, our journey. That someone may see something differently, so it not necessary for us to say to see the same thing for everyone, right? So proud yourself, enjoy your mind with peace, and observe your own experience. If you don't want to let your mind distracted, if you don't want to um, let the mind to wander during the inner experiences, so we just keep calm, and you may restart your mind, reset your mind, of practicing, of readjusting, or maybe just slightly open your eyes to let your feeling of calm come back again. Is it what we can cope or can manage our inner experiences? And another thing, that the meditation can change our inside out without notice. Okay. And sometimes we cannot notice ourselves, but other people around us can notice, can feel that we are happy person, we are calm person. So this is the what we can see the change from meditation. Even though we don't have any profound experience, we didn't see anything bright and clear, not really happy, but we calm and enjoy sitting. And then that's enough for us to obtain the peace and happiness from meditation. And when we practice regularly, it's become our skill, and then the improvement, and you will see how we do with our own experience, how we have a new technique to let the mind back to the present moment, let the mind calm faster than before. Okay. Maybe before we take about half an hour to calm my down with no running thoughts, but now we can notice that, realize that it takes about 5 minutes to calm my down with no running thoughts. This is an improvement and progression of our practice. This is really good. So for you here, you have like Subarihan, you have a easily find your center. So this is a very good experience. You have the ability to find your own mind. So it's our own experience that cannot compare with others. So we can apply other people's experience to use for ourselves. But if it's not fit, it's not compatible with our own style, you may not use it. Okay, so it can be inspiration for us to practice more, but doesn't mean that you need to take that technique from someone, from your friend, to use for yourself, and then you become stressful because you expect to get what your friend told you. So don't do that. Okay, different person have your individual experience, not the same. Okay, and also, you said you don't expect to see anything. You just want to be relaxed with empty mind. Yeah, I said you you did the right thing. Okay, you understand very clear about the way to practice meditation. Okay, so don't expect to up to the next level meditation. Stay with one level of relaxation, and be mindful and constant practice every day, and checking and correct your technique daily every time you practice. This is the level 1 for you. And then once you do it frequently and with this technique works for you continuously with no distraction at all, you can gain the next level without knowing. Okay, we will know by our own self that we already come across the next to the next level. So this is the another level that we will learn from that, right after we stay with the first level longer and regularly. Okay, so thank you very much for all of you for joining the program. I'm happy to be here. I am very grateful to be part of the peace journey with you all. And as always, I don't expect anything to return. I just want and would like to see your progression in meditation. I would like to see all of you to be happy person. Use your meditation to your life and invite your friend, your beloved one, practice with you. That will bring peace and harmony in your family and our community and the whole world. That we can help with the world right now, with the crisis that's become better than today. Okay, thank you, Amy.
Thank you, Venerable Sophon, for the meditation, also the wisdom talk.
Very welcome.
And thank you to Sue and also the other participants who joined us on Facebook and YouTube, who sent us a comment about how their meditation was. And it's great to see that, we go into it with an empty mind and kind of not, not wanting to see anything, but just kind of relaxing and just whatever happens kind of mindset, I guess. So that's good. So thank you for sharing the meditation experiences, and also thank you, Venerable Sopon, for answering those meditation experiences and also any comments or questions that the participants have. Once again, you did emphasize on the 4 C's. And, one of them, consistency, is also, one of the key factors of progressing in your meditation. So don't forget to stay to tune in with us tomorrow evening here on Peace Break, on Peace Point Meditation, starting at 7 p.m. to 8 p.m. for the Peace Break Saturday evening. Until then, enjoy your Saturday. Have a good weekend, everyone. And I hope to see you back here tomorrow. And don't forget, like Venerable Sopon said, you can only experience, the meditation for yourself, but don't forget to invite your family, your friends, and all those you're close to or close with to come and meditate with you, so that they're able to experience that inner peace, inner happiness that you can feel during the meditation as well. So see you here tomorrow evening, 7 p.m. And have a good evening and goodbye, everyone.